What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the One Leg Loser podcast. I'm your boy Bear Down Rick, alongside my boy Jay, the producer. Welcome to another week, another episode, guys. We're actually freestyling this episode. This is just gonna be one of those where we're just gonna talk some shit,
Just
figure
shooting.
things out.
We shooting the shit.
We're just shooting the shit, just figuring things out. Jose, man, how's your week been? What's going on? Tell the people how's things going for you. What's on your mind?
Things lovely, man. Things lovely on this side. Working hard. You already know, paying the bills. But excited. I'm getting excited, man. Fuck all that. I'm getting excited. You can see me. I'm decked out. We got what exactly? Well, with less than 28 days from the draft. So I
28
know
days from
people
the
out there
draft.
is excited. I know. I mean, I got the 13th pick, but hey, 13 top 15. That's got to be a special player.
It's
We got
got
to
to
pick up
be.
somebody. We got to pick up somebody special there. In the past, top 13, we've done pretty good for ourselves. Teron Armstead, and we took which we traded him away. Ended up being Waddle, Tyreek Hill. You know, a boatload of picks and players. And before that, before or after that, one of the two, we got Christian Wilkins, another big time DT who played for us. Unfortunately, he was too expensive, and towards the end, I don't think he was worth it. That's just my opinion, but whatever. But my point is, we've hit some home runs with the number 13, lucky 13, like Dan Marino would say. So I'm
Amen.
excited, man. I'm excited. I know a lot of other people out there excited. Even the Giants, you know, the Titans at number one, they got to be excited. You know, it's a new year brings new hope for the people. You know, and in NFL world is, man, hope. Any franchise can turn it around. You know, from one year to the next. I was just reading an article. I'm blabbering. I was just reading an article about the you guys were one of two teams that were picked to make this like a really nice turnaround next year. So I'm pretty sure I'm pretty sure Bear Down Country is excited. But enough of that yapping, man. What's on your mind? Talk to me.
No, you're not yapping at all, brother. Listen, you're getting your stuff off your mind. Fun fact here. Let's talk a little bit about you. Speaking of Armstead, did you know that Armstead is the fastest 40-yard offensive lineman
I had no
of
idea.
all time? Fun
I have
fact
no
right
idea.
there. I just gave you
I'm
some
just
fun fact.
happy. I'm just happy he was caught smoking a bong with a whole mask on his head, and that's why he dropped the 13. I'm just happy about that. Thank you, officer. I really appreciate that.
That
Good
was a
luck in
fun
Washington,
fact.
man. Yeah.
You probably wondering how I found that. I actually found that fact today. I was scrolling through Instagram and they were comparing him because there's this speedy receiver. I forgot what his name is. He's coming out in the draft. He's out of the U. I actually watched him when some of the
Actually,
games
not
were
Speedy. You talking about Xavier?
he's a Spanish. Restrepo is it's a Chico dude.
He actually ran super slow.
Well, that's what I'm saying. So they compared his 40 to Armstead's 40, and Armstead actually ran a faster 40. I think Armstead was like a 4.6. I think Restrepo was like a 4.7. So the fun fact was was Armstead has the fastest 40 time at the NFL Combine for an offensive lineman. So just a little fun fact. But listen, just to kind of reiterate what you were saying, it's true. I think now is the time where every team is kind of in their mind on equal playing field. Everybody's like, I have a chance. I have the opportunity. You know, you start counting all the acquisitions you did, all the money you spend, just everything in general, and you're just kind of hoping that, you know, your team has done enough to make that push, man, to make the playoffs, to do that, you know?
Right. Nah, but as the years go on, right, the rules change, the salary cap increases. You're able to pay these free agents, or, you know, retain your free agents, all type of crazy stuff, right? Look at look. That's why there's a lot of hope out there. Look at the Washington Redskins. They just dropped in Jaden Daniels, and all of a sudden, this motherfucker a game away from the Super Bowl. Like, how insane is that? So it's like the Giants, right? So let's jump on the Giants. First topic of the night. Before we get into the draft, all that. So obviously, I don't know if a lot of people know out there, Russell Wilson. You know, he signed with them boys. What do you think about him going to the Giants? What after already signing
Jameis Winston.
Jameis Winston. So listen, they gave him a 1-year contract worth up to almost $21 million. 10.5 guaranteed. This guy's filthy. Him and Sierra are just running the NFL game. Right?
They just run the bag, brother. They're just running the bag. Listen, this is my take on the New York Giants. I think they're basically, what they're doing is they're throwing shit up against the wall and see what the fuck sticks. I think that's what they're doing.
Okay.
They're gonna
Okay.
they're gonna throw things on the wall, and I wouldn't be surprised if the New York Giants select a quarterback at number 3.
I think you have to. I think you have to no matter what.
But
I think no, but listen, bro. Look, I think either Shador Cam or Cam Ward. I don't know which ones. I don't know which ones they're gonna take. I don't know what Tennessee's gonna do at 1. But if there's a quarterback, either one of those quarterbacks, they're at number 3. I think you have to take them because it's almost a perfect situation to groom a quarterback. You know, you got almost 2-time Super Bowl winner in Russell Wilson. I mean, listen, the guy's a great quarterback, man. He's gonna go down in history. He's a great quarterback. He's just lost it. He's just lost a few things. You know,
it's father time, man. 6th-round pick, right? Was he a 6th-round pick?
No, actually, he was a 3rd-round pick.
3rd-round pick. All right, sorry, add to it. Sorry, Russell. I was gonna give you a little bit more, but anyways, go ahead.
And so you got that, and then you got one of the best minds in football, Jameis Winston. I think the guy, he knows fucking football. He will be a coach somewhere. He's just not a good thrower of the football. You know, he just makes too many mistakes. But as far as knowing the game, I think he knows the game. Yeah. And what better situation to sit behind those 2 players as a rookie quarterback, and then boom, year 2 is your time. It's your time to shine. I think you have to take more quarterback. I think you have.
I agree with you. I think they're going to take quarterback, but here's where I think things may get a little tricky in New York. We're talking about the biggest market in the nation, right? New York's number 1, LA's number 2, Chicago's normally number 3 when it comes to sports. I mean, you could throw Boston in there, but those are typically the order that you kind of go in. My concern when the Giants taking a quarterback so high, which is probably going to be Shador Sanders, because if you saw Cam Ward's pro day, Tennessee, all the Tennessee brass was there. It was like it was like what's that saying? Flies on shit. It was just like they was just like consuming everything that this guy was doing.
I think they have to take Cam Ward.
Speculating, right? But nevertheless, my concern is with the Giants is that we're being such a crazy market. Just any moment that somebody fucks up as a quarterback, it's going to be haywire. The media, fans screaming that they want change.
But Rick, that's part of the game. Look at Eli. Eli went in there and he did his thing. Look, you got it. Listen, if you got it, you got it. No matter where you're going. Look at Caleb.
What I'm saying is, but what I mean is the carousel that they're going to have, right? In your scenario, it's a perfect scenario, right? Where whoever it is, whether Shador or Cam comes in and he gets to sit down and groom. And in a smaller market, it's probably able to happen because, hey, everybody's chilling. Nobody's the wall's not on fire. But in New York, the moment that Russell throws 2 picks, the day that this guy has 6 picks, they're going to be screaming bloody murder.
That's a great point. That is a great point.
And then does a GM call Dayball and say, hey, you got to put him in. You got to get him in there. So that's my only concern.
I just gave Russ $21 million. How am I going to sit him? Like that's the dilemma they're in. Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Crazy. So again,
they're creating some kind of that shit could blow up right next.
It could explode bad. It could explode bad. So I'm in line with you. I think they're definitely gonna take a quarterback at number 3. I don't think they're going. But that's my only concern when it comes to that. But yeah.
Yeah. So next topic I got here. So Stephon Diggs, I know we touched on a little bit on it over text the other day. What do you think about the Stephon Diggs trade, man? They gave him $69 million for 3 years. He's coming off an ACL tear, and he got $26 million guaranteed. I mean, on paper, in theory, it's a good pickup, right? Because Stephon Diggs has been a good receiver, good to borderline great receiver in the league, right? For a nice little stretch there. With especially with Josh Allen, he had some really good seasons, but but again, he's getting older, he's getting up in age, he's coming off of ACL. That takes at least 2 years to recover, fully. I don't know. What do you think about? Are they just like doing? Just flaunting their money, just throwing money at big names, or does Diggs still have something in the tank?
Well, this is one of my things. I think that if we all remember why this guy failed in Tennessee. Why did Vrabel? One of the reasons why Vrabel failed in Tennessee, it wasn't because of his culture. It wasn't because of his defense. It's because they couldn't move the ball down the field. That was his biggest takeaway from Shador, from Vrabel. So I think what they're doing is Vrabel's learning from his mistakes, and he's going to make sure that they spend money on receivers. So you're going to have Diggs, who's, like you say, is coming off of an injury. My concern with Diggs is, man, again, I'm not here to talk bad on anybody, but it's out there. The guy's a party guy. He's Cardi B, the rumors, and out in the clubs and everything like that. When you're injured like that, can you live that lifestyle and come back fully strong? I think Diggs is just trying to get his bag. He knows this is one of his last bags he's gonna get.
Yeah.
And he's like, I'm gonna take it. But you can imagine you're gonna have Diggs, and then you're gonna they're probably gonna take that kid Travis Hunter, that DB / wide receiver dual kid. They're probably gonna.
No. I don't think they're high enough. I think he might go to Jacksonville.
Well, Jacksonville, they're calling. I mean, a lot of people are calling the kid out of Penn State, that edge. What's his name? Number 11,
Carter, something like that.
No, is it Carter?
Aaron? I don't know. I'm sure.
Yeah, well, the edge of Penn State.
When it comes to NFL college and all that,
yeah,
we should be a little bit more in tune. But it's straight.
I can give you the number. I know he wears the number 11 because it's an odd number.
I know yeah.
But that's where they're projecting that number 2 is going to go. So again, I don't know. We will see. But yeah, that whole thing for the Patriots, it's kind of again, like I said, he's just getting his bag, bro. He knows this is probably his last payday. He's got to get that money. And then Vrabel just wants to make sure that at least he puts wide receivers out there that he feels are at least competent, So that's kind of my take. What do you think? What do you think? What do you think?
No. I think the same thing. The only thing is, like, it's not the Patriot way. This ain't the Patriot way. This ain't the Patriots of old. I mean, I know you got a strong coach at the helm, and Mike Vrabel. I think he's going to bring the attitude that they're missing, that they've been lacking since Bill Belichick left. But I just don't know. Again, man, he's coming off of ACL. He's not young. He's not getting any younger. He's just. I think you hit it right in the head. He's just out there looking for the bag. Hey, congratulations to him. Somebody gave him a bag. Yeah. Somebody gave it to him. But he's in my division. Am I scared to play him 2 times a year this next year? No, I'm not. I'm really not. Now, yeah, he's not no Garrett Wilson. He Adams guy, Devontae. He's none of those. Now I do think that the Patriots are building something decent over there. I think Drake May, I think he's got the legs. He can develop the arm, and I don't know what he's going to become, but I think he's got something in him. You give him an O-line and a decent run game with Stevenson, and now you put Diggs out there, and they got other few wide receivers. I know they got Hunter at tight end. So listen. I'm not worried about them yet.
Exactly. Keyword is yet. I think so,
yet.
Right?
Yeah, not yet. I just got it. Not yet. There's no alarms are ringing yet.
Yeah.
Going back to the last topic, I got a comment from here from Cameron. Hot take.
Cameron, thanks for taking a comment.
The Giants to the playoffs. What do you think about that? I mean, listen,
Cameron, I appreciate the comment, but you're wilding. You're crazy. If Russ could not take the Steelers to the playoffs with that defense and a very competent coach, listen, man, I don't know if he could take the Giants to the playoffs.
Hey, you never know, man. They got the running back. He's decent. He did okay last year. Yeah, Russ is not taking nobody to the playoffs, but not in that division. Nah. Because you got the Super Bowl champs. You got the runner-ups in the NFC, the Redskins, the Commanders. This should be the damn Redskins. And they got the Cowgirls. Like the Cowgirls still gonna make some noise. You got to beat.
They go to the Super Bowl every year. They go to the Super Bowl every year.
They're gonna be like, again, we got Dak back, yada yada yada. Anywho, they still got it. They always in the mix until they're not. But yeah, I don't think so. So let's look at the draft right quick. So the latest mock, we have Tennessee at number 1. They're taking Cam Ward. I think that's damn near a lock.
I think that's possible. Yeah, I think that's
damn near a lock. And then you got 2. You got the Browns taking Shedeur Sanders.
That's a gentleman. Shedeur. Oh, they got the Browns taking Shedeur Sanders.
Ooh. Is that why Mr. Garrett Wilson stuck around? Oh shit! It's all making sense now.
Yeah, it's crazy, man.
Because they got the number 2 overall. They got their pick of Cam or Shedeur. So they're like, "Yo, Garrett, I'm gonna give you the bag. We're gonna get one of these boys, and we're gonna bring Dion if we bring Shador.
But let me
Oh
ask you a
shit.
question. Are you really? I mean, I know we don't follow college so much, right? Do these guys name like Ward and Sanders? Do they
Like
do
not
they
not
ring
Shador.
bells? Do you feel like they ring bells, or you think it's
Not
just
Shador. Not Shador.
okay?
I think Cam got something in him. Like
Mm,
again, you said it. Like I don't watch college like that. I definitely don't.
mhm.
So I could be talking on my ass. And hey, if you got a better take on this, you let me know. You comment below. I think Cam Moore is more polished from what I've seen, from the little bit I've seen. Gearing up for for the playoff, for the draft. Cam Moore seems to be a more polished quarterback. He's not there yet. He's not completely NFL ready, but he's more polished than Shador. I see Shador as the better athlete.
For
You know,
sure.
maybe the stronger arm, but a little bit less accuracy.
Mhm.
I just feel like Cam is more polished, more NFL ready, and that's not to say that Shador is not going to be a stud in the NFL. No one knows, right? No
Yeah,
one
nobody
knows.
really knows what anybody's going to be. I mean,
But
we're
yeah,
all
but
projecting,
from
right? We're just
but
projecting, but
exactly. But from what you can see on tape and on paper, and I mean on tape, he seems to be the better player. But
makes
we'll
sense.
see. We'll
Speaking
see.
of quarterbacks, before we continue, if you want to continue down the draft, speaking of quarterbacks and speaking of the Steelers, Aaron Rodgers is still out there. Do you think
Yeah.
that's going to be a marriage? Do you think that's going to be
No,
something
you know
that's
what?
going to
I
take
think
place?
he's holding off for Minnesota. I think
Minnesota.
for some reason, there's a lot of chatter that he's holding on to, that he wants to go to Minnesota. He wants to go to Minnesota, but I don't think Minnesota wants him.
Yeah.
So I don't know, but at the end of the day, I think you might be right. I think he might end up in Pittsburgh, because why not though? I mean, you still got Pickens, you got DK now. I mean, you can
You
draft a
got that
running back.
defense. You got that
You got the
defense over there.
defense.
You got the head
You,
coach.
you got the head coach. You ain't got to do much, but just don't fuck it up.
Don't fuck it up.
Don't fuck it up.
Don't fuck it up. That's all you got to do. Just don't fuck it
Right?
up.
You're not 19 whatever 2000 Aaron Rodgers that winning MVPs left and right. You're not that, and they don't need you to be that.
For sure.
They got the team ready. They might be one quarterback away. Is it Aaron Rodgers? I don't know. And they
That'll be
might need some
interesting
old
to see.
line, because Russ was running for his life last year. So was Justin Fields for a little bit. But he's always running. So
That's true. I learned that the hard way, for sure. Speaking of the Minnesota Vikings, McCarthy actually was on a very interesting interview, and he said something that was kind of shocked a lot of people. Not shocked, but it kind of put people's ears up. And he made a comment where supposedly coach didn't give him the green light to say, "Hey, yeah, you're the starting quarterback." Do you think there's anything to read into that? Do you think he's just being, humble, or do you think there's something to that? I know you were talking about maybe
the
Aaron
coach didn't
Rodgers
give
going
him.
over there.
What do you mean?
So JJ, the kid, the McCarthy,
McCarthy.
the kid,
Yeah.
So he did an interview, and they asked him, "Hey, were you, did coach call you and say, hey, you're the guy now?" They traded this guy out,
Okay.
and he says, "Well, listen, nobody's called me to tell me that I'm the starter. I'm gonna." He gave a very humbled answer. He's saying, my job is to go in there, work, and just earn my job and stuff like that. So some people were taking that as, just
Yeah.
because
Hey.
the team isn't
Yeah.
telling them anything, does that mean anything to them? What do you think?
I would think so. I would think the first thing you do after releasing Sam Darnold and drafting JJ McCarthy pretty high. I believe it was top 10, I'm pretty sure.
Yes, he was.
So like I think the first thing you do when he reads the news, Sam Darnold released or whatever, blah blah, free agent. I think the first thing you do is call JJ and say, "Hey, you're the guy. You got to give the man confidence. He's a kid.
Yeah.
He's a kid who hasn't played at one snap in NFL and is going into the second year. Yeah, I know he's been studying. Hopefully, he's been studying. Studying and trying to keep up and trying to work out and getting stronger, getting better. But you got to. But half the NFL half of being a quarterback is all about confidence and knowing you can, and trusting what you see, trusting what you studied. And what better way than to coach and be like, "Hey, man, you're my guy. I can't wait.
Sure.
I can't wait to see you ball." But now he's like in the air. He's up in the air. So again, young kid, you can easily break these young kids, man. Nowadays,
100%.
that was one of the main reasons why quarterbacks didn't start in the beginning, because you can break their confidence. And once you break a quarterback's confidence, bro, it takes years for them. It takes years for them to get it back.
100%, man.
So
100%.
I think definitely that's they fumbling the ball. I think they dropped the ball. So and it might be telling. It might be a sign.
But here's my take on that. I mean, yes, I agree with you 100% on what you're saying, but I'm just gonna spin it a little different way. So it's just like a man, right? Or when a man tells a woman I love them, right? You can say something with your words, but it's with your actions, right? Woman always tells you, yeah, you can tell me all you want, you love me, but do you show me you love me? And I mean, all the aspects that what the Vikings have done this offseason is kind of just pointing to him. I mean, the guy behind him is I even forgot who the hell's behind JJ McCarthy. It's a guy that he's only had 4 starts in the NFL. But unless, like you said, unless they're waiting out for Aaron Rodgers, I mean, I think it's his job to lose. I mean, it's his job.
Yeah, but it has to be like, bro, you hear it, bro. People say, oh, okay, it's come out that so and so is a starter. Yeah, he's a starter this week. Blah blah. No, and then some coach lallygag. Oh, we don't know yet. We still got to practice and this and that. Like, come on, man, make a decision, bro. What's your decision? You know your decision, so just tell us.
But can that be from like the head coaches? Because like you said, it's right? Like when, for example, I mean, not much people understand or watch Bears football, right? But we brought in our 2 new guards, and one gentleman, was clearly he's been playing left guard all his career. And during the press conference, Coach Johnson clearly said, yes, he's our left guard, and he's our right guard. So in essence, that's what we were. So we want to hear from our coach. Like,
that's what I'm saying.
Like name it out. But you just see a lot of coaches, like a lot of these coaches play the smoky mirror stuff. I don't know why they do that, but they do it.
But like, yeah, that's fine. Like, that's fine during the regular season. Oh, I don't know if he's injured or he might be injured. Like, that's okay. I get that, bro. That's gaming shit. I get that. But I'm to me, this is totally different, man. I'm trying to think of a scenario where I don't know, man. I feel like they're just kicking the tires on Rodgers, and I think they're waiting for him, but kind of saying McCarthy's the guy without saying McCarthy's the guy. But I think if Aaron Rodgers says, I'm going to Minnesota, I think he ends up in Minnesota. I think once again, it's all about him and because why the hell haven't you signed, bro? Unless you want to retire, why haven't you signed?
He's in the cave. He's in the cave.
Oh, that's
ayahuasca.
Right.
He's in the dark. He's in a dark place. He's in a dark place right now.
Ayahuasca in a dark place.
Well, he was actually in Pittsburgh for a good portion of the day.
He went to Pittsburgh.
He was in Pittsburgh, out there, whining, whatever they do in Pittsburgh. I don't know what they do in Pittsburgh, but they're out there in Pittsburgh,
Yeah, playing games. Yeah, anyways, so back to the draft. So we got the Giants at number 3 selecting Travis Hunter in this mock draft. It's not. I mean, what do you know about Travis Hunter? Do you know much about him?
Well, what I know about Travis Hunter, right, is he is the next. You would call. I mean, he's the Deion Sanders prototype, right? He's the cornerback.
Deion Sanders.
Well, I'm saying in the sense that he has played both sides of the ball, very well, both sides of the ball very well, and so
Deion, yeah.
And
Travis
so
not gonna be able to do it.
Again, he's probably not. I mean, he is saying that he wouldn't mind playing both sides of the ball. I'm sure a smart coach is going to be able to utilize him and might use him in certain ways.
Yeah, ain't no shot he playing both sides of the ball like he did in college, bro. 100. Bro, you're gonna line up against Tyreek Hill on offense, and then when the guy throws a pick, you're gonna go against fucking Jalen Ramsey. How the fuck, bro? Are you gonna succeed?
I don't know, man. I don't know, but yeah, what I know about the kid is that, like I said, he's very athletic, very talented gentleman.
Yeah, sure.
He had a little bit of off-field drama with his girl, probably taking him for granted or trying to use him. But that's kind of what I know about the kid, but very talented. Looks like a humble individual.
He doesn't seem like a good kid. Like, he has a good head on his shoulders. He might be a little blinded to the girls, but hey, aren't we all? Anyway, so we got Abdul Carter, the guy you were talking about, at number 4 to the Patriots. So he's considered the best player in the draft.
Yes, he's like the Aaron Donald type. He is the Myles Garrett. Tom
Patriots. Holy shit!
I mean, that defensive line will be scary. I'm sorry.
That'd be going crazy. They got Milton. Yeah, they got Milton in the middle. This dude come out the fucking head. Oh my god! All right. I might have to worry much sooner.
You might have to worry a little bit more than what you planned, brother.
Shit. God damn. All right. Fuck. I don't want to talk about him no more. It's depressing. And then we got at 5 Jacksonville taking Mason Graham, a DT, little white
Oof.
boy, hard
Mason
worker,
Graham, I would
hardworking
love
interior defender.
I would love the Bears to trade. I mean, if again, I don't like giving up draft picks, but for the Mason Graham types, he is that game record, that up the middle
He's that guy.
guy. He has been compared to Aaron Donald,
You can't
generational. They
have
call
two
it.
Aaron Donalds in the same draft, man.
Well, I mean, I'm sorry. Graham is more the Donald, and the other gentleman, he's more of the Myles Garrett type edge guy. Sorry, my mistake. But yeah, I mean, if the Bears would be willing to trade up for this gentleman, or somehow, some way he lands in our lap, I'll be running to the podium to turn that card in. But yeah, nevertheless, go ahead.
All right. So we got him at 5, and then we got 6. Interesting pick here, Austin Gentry, the dynamic running back from I believe that was
Boise State.
Boise State, yeah, with the color field, yeah, Boise
State. Yes. Listen, they're calling this kid the next Barry Sanders. They're calling him. This guy is
all that, huh?
All that in a bag of chips. They're saying if this guy's available, you take him. Again, he's played up against lower standard. That's one of the things that they kind of balk at. Some of the people say about him is that he's been playing against subpar defenses. But you will say this: any running back that's going up against an 8-man box, regardless of the talent, and you're able to do what he did, you got skills, bro. You got skills. Because A-ball. But anyways,
so here we got at 7 Tyler Warren, a name that has been heavily talked about in Dolphins Nation here. Nice tight end out of Penn State. That boy looks nasty, man. He looks like one of the big white dudes that just catches everything and fuck around and run you over. He looks nasty.
He's got blocking skills. He's not. They're not considering him the Bowers type, the Bowers type, where he's like a straight receiver. This guy is more of a all-around tight end in the sense of where he's a catch guy, he's a block guy, he's just big, nasty individual.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. No. Trust me, I know. We've been clamoring for him down here. Hopefully he drops to us. But man, going to 7, that's gonna suck. So far the Patriots are looking great. Well, looking better with this guy, and then the Jets now. But good thing for me from the Jets. He has no one to throw the ball to. No one's gonna throw him the ball, so he's going to the wrong offense there.
Justin Fields, right? Justin
Carolina,
Fields.
Yeah, we got Jalen Walker. I'm not sure. I don't know much about Mr. Jalen Walker. He's an edge rusher. I don't particularly need edge, so I'm not focusing on these type of players.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I don't need edge.
Is this guy out of Georgia? Was that guy out of Georgia?
Yeah, edge out of Georgia. Yeah, edge out of Georgia.
I remember him. Yeah, kind of watched him a little bit.
We got Will Campbell at number 9 going to the Saints. Now this is another name that I've heard of. Very, very athletic dude, man. He can block his ass off, man. And one thing that we need down south is somebody to block for Tua. So I would love for that guy to join. I'm pretty sure he's been mentioned over there with you guys.
Oh yeah, I mean a lot of people are talking about it. The big topic with this Mr. Will Campbell gentleman is, I mean, his footwork is good, but a lot of people are talking about that his arms are about like a quarter of an inch
he got the
shorter than they should be with your prototype tackle, which is I think it's wild that you're kind of measuring these gentlemen like this. But yeah, nevertheless, yeah, if he does fall to 10, you run to the podium and you take your future tackle.
Right, for sure. Now this is a very interesting pick. I know you guys at number 10. I know you guys have been well, especially you've been asking for a lot of O-line help. And I know you did some free agency shopping, so you got some help there. Now, is it the future O-line? I don't know, but apparently in this mock draft, they believe that you guys have solidified your O-line.
And go with Stewart. Go with a guy named Stewart.
No. So now you guys they have you guys drafting Omarion Hampton, North Carolina running back.
Oh, the running back. Okay, it's one of those running backs, but hell no. Listen, if that happens,
the description is Ben Johnson's immense success with 2 running back rotation in Detroit could prompt Chicago to extend, and his top pick of physical runner to pair with dynamic rusher DeAndre.
Listen, I get what the guy is saying, and I guess they're looking at it as like the Gibbs situation where people are like, "You're taking a running back that high, they look stupid." But we're not Detroit. We're not there yet.
Yeah, but it's O line
Hell no.
solidified because that's what's probably leading to that. Because
But
he's picking up all these offensive linemen for you
yeah,
guys in free agency, so maybe he thinks you guys are set.
yeah. I mean, I would throw I would throw a fit if that's what comes in. But hey, nevertheless, it is what it
Okay.
is.
So we'll see. We'll see here after. Well, any guys that I've mentioned thus far, I'm sure you want. Who you want? Would you be interested in Will Campbell?
Will Campbell and Mason Graham. Those are my two guys.
Will
And the tight end out of now, if we go after the tight end in Penn State at 10, if he falls to there, yeah, I probably won't be mad at that. I probably would. The reason why I don't like running backs running backs are a dime a dozen in this age. I know there's generational, unless he's a generational guy like supposedly Genty is. That's the only guy that I could say, well, shit, if they take Genty at 10, he falls that far. Am I gonna love it? No, but I'm gonna understand why because of what his pedigree is.
Yeah,
but another running back,
he's like another Swift though. Like he's in between the tackles. The guy's talking about like drafting a Gibbs like. Maybe Hampton is Gibbs like. You know what I'm saying? Because you got Swift up the middle. That's Montgomery, and then you got this Hampton dude. He must be speed, so he's Gibbs. And then you got that shit going on. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I would challenge that guy because I would say if you look at Gentry's stats, he's had, I think if you look it up, I think he's had like 500, 600, 700 receiving yards. So he's been catching out of the backfield as well. But again, to me, the only running back that I would say makes sense for me, at least in my opinion, at least for the Bears to take, would be Gentry. Anybody else can wait to the second round. If it ain't edge and it ain't offensive line.
So at 11, he got San Francisco taking Jada Barron. He's a cornerback out of Texas.
No clue. I'm not worried about cornerbacks right now.
Again, not a position. I'm kind of interested. I do need a corner, but I don't need a corner this high. So I don't know much about him. And then they have Dallas adding O-line Ahmed Membu. Yep. It's not a name that's been floating around. The thing is, like O-line and OT, like O-line, that could be anything. What is that? That could be a guard, I guess. Because
he's playing tackle.
Right tackle. Yeah, but they have them listed at O-line. So that to me says either one of the guards, right guard, left guard. I don't know.
Well, Membo's been playing tackle in college, and believe it or not, a lot of other analysts have Membu rated above this guy Will Campbell. Because he's just very versatile. He's just a beast out there. But again, tomato. You pick you pick whatever you like, right?
For sure. So come the Dolphins coming in at number 13. They got us drafting Kelvin Banks Jr., O tackle. Well, now this makes sense because
out of Texas, right?
Out of Texas, yes, out of Texas. Now, as good as Teron Armstead is, and he's been great. He's a Hall of Famer. He's extremely injury prone, especially with us. I mean, when we picked him up coming out of New Orleans, we already knew his injury history. But Chris Garrett loves these guys, and we picked him up. He's been decent. He's been solid, but he's also thinking about retiring. So we need a backup plan. We can't just go in there and say, hopefully he doesn't retire. What if he does? What if he comes back, but he gets injured? Like we gotta be prepared. And then our organization has never been prepared like that. This is the perfect time. Draft the OT, groom him under Armstead, under Austin Jackson. Bro, Tua needs protection, bro. I understand. I love the flashy running this, throwing bombs here. That shit ain't happening if Tua's not protected. Yeah. And if that shit ain't happening if Tua's fucking lying on the floor, hurt, injured. Yeah. We need to protect this man. So please, Chris Garrett, protect this man. I don't know who. I don't know what. Listen, we've picked up a lot of people, a lot of offensive line help. You can't tell me that's where you're gonna stop, man. You got a chance right here to grab top dude. Not a dude in the 4th round who might be good or he's got overlooked. Nah, bro. Pick the top dude. So
yeah. Listen, man. I think what the Dolphins are going through, I think 98% of the NFL is going through, right? I don't think people realize or they stress enough that, listen, the Eagles way or that prototype is what every team should be chasing for. You should have a rotation of guys in that trenches that are going to be able to come in, step in. If one guy gets hurt, you got to have a backup. Look at Patty. Patty was running for his life out there, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Why? Because they figured they had the offensive line. They had it patched up, and fucking Philly's defensive line were just guys coming out of rotation were just freaking. They were coming in fresh, and I don't think people realize how much the trenches. You couldn't have too many offensive linemen. You can't have too many defensive line or edge guys. You need them in this day and age, man. You need them in this day and age.
The only 2 Super Bowls that Patty lost was because he was running for his life every time.
Yeah.
He just I gotta get out of here. I gotta get out of here.
You gotta get out of
here.
here.
He had no time. He can't look downfield. He can't use his fucking God-given talent of that arm and just like slinging the ball left and right. You ain't got no time. You can't do that. I don't care who you got back there, bro.
Amen.
That's why we need to protect these guys. Caleb on your end, Tua on my end. Listen, with an offensive line, you can run for 10 yards, bro. Trust me.
Sure.
Anybody can run with an offensive line. Any NFL caliber running back, anybody. That'd be a rookie or a 7th-round pick. You give him a line in the hole, he's gonna hit it. Because
that's what I'm saying. That's why I would be hella pissed if the Bears choose some guy at number 10 at running back when we have opportunities to pick up guys like Banks, guys like Josh Simmons from Ohio State, even though he did have a knee injury. These top premier offensive linemen. This is what we need. This is what almost all the NFL teams need nowadays. Like you said, you got to protect the quarterback. You got to get the quarterback and you got to protect the quarterback. Those are your two things.
That's it. Just go back in history and look at the Super Bowl winners, man. I'm pretty sure it's going to come down to who got more pressures, who got more sacks on the quarterback, who all that, bro. It all starts 100%. Up front. It all starts up front. 100%.
For sure.
So so we're gonna go to here 15 because I don't care about everybody else.
Those names are gonna get less and less known by the time we get to number 21.
For sure. So here at 14, the Colts are taking Tyler Booker, another offensive guard. So that's something that they need. That's what they Richardson will again running for his life. Now they have who the hell Daniel Jones. If you don't get him no offensive line help, he's gonna be out there running for his life. And that's when the boneheaded decisions come in because he's not that great of a quarterback. Like and is mental. Like you know what I'm saying. Yeah. Like he can't make the reads at the right time. So if you speed up his clock, it's gonna get worse. You can have a mediocre quarterback back there, a la Sam Darnold and a la Geno Smith, but they have decent line play. They might not have elite line play, but they have decent line play and they got good running backs behind them. So obviously that helps, right?
For sure.
Then here we got at 15, Mike Green, another edge out of Marshall.
So, Atlanta. I've heard that guy before. I heard of that guy's name already. Yeah.
Yeah, Mike Green. So that's the top 15. Listen, man. The more I read these names, the more they're gonna be coming chop suey because I don't know any of them, to be honest with you.
Well, honestly, man, I've been keeping up with it. I've been trying to understand like who are the edges, who are the top of, because again, I'm focused on the trenches, right? I'm trying to see who these edge guys are, these trench guys are. So I'm trying to stay on top of at least the top guys, like the guy from Marshall, the guy from Georgia, just trying to figure out who these guys are, just in case if my Chicago Bears do pick them, I at least have an idea of who these guys are and stuff like that. But no, yeah, man, it's again, these mock drafts are going to continue to keep changing as things progress. There's going to be different guys going different places, and we'll see where they go. Listen, Sebastian, go Fins.
Sir, Sebastian,
what's up, baby? Him. Go Fins.
You already know. Hopefully, man, I used to work with this guy, one of my coworkers, man, at Beach Club, man. Fun dude, man. Amazing dude. Hey, hope you're doing well, bro. Hope you're doing well. Fins up, baby.
Appreciate you for coming in and tapping in with us, man. For sure. Always checking in on us.
Yes, sir. So yeah, talk to me, man. I mean, I know you had to run about 14 minutes ago.
Yeah, gotta kind of get going. I gotta wrap things up. I got some personal things I gotta go, but I just wanted to make sure that we put content out. Again, we want to know what you guys want us to talk about. Not to kind of throw off subject, but Jose had a very interesting interview the other night.
Oh man. Oh man.
I mean, listen. Again, are we turning into a crime and mob podcast? I don't know, but there were
Yo,
some things that were said that
that was
again
crazy.
I don't
That's
want to be
crazy.
involved with. But interesting, man.
Yo, I was just talking to him, man, and then have a few drinks, and then one thing led to the next, and I'm like, bro, he's just telling me all type of shit, bro, and I'm like, all right, cool, whatever, and then I'm like, bro, I got to put this on the pod, right? I mean, at least got to record it, right? At least got to record it. And I'm like, yo, you mind? Yo, the guy was shot out of his mind, though. Like he was blast. I mean, like I was okay, you know what I'm saying, but he was blasted. And he was like, yeah, man, I don't care, blah blah. And he started. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna hit record, and then one thing led to another, and then you already know. I mean, I don't know how much credibility he got. You heard me asking him in the interview, but he said he got plenty of stories and all type of crazy shit. So
listen, man, you
one
gotta
day
be
we'll
careful.
play that shit.
Yeah, but these guys gotta be careful out there. There's a lot of when people
you
watching.
Hear what's nuts? You know, he was nuts as hell, bro. He's at the bar, right? And then he's going to pay. He's gonna grab his wallet, right, bro? He grabs his gun. He tells me, "Yo," he's like, "Yo, hold this right quick." I'm like, bro, I'm not holding your gun while you pay your bill. I'm like, bro, put it right there, pay your bill, and I don't know, do what the fuck you gotta do. Because honestly, I was gonna give him a ride home. I was with Tiffany, and I was gonna try to give him a ride home. He seems like a cool dude. But then that whole gun situation, I'm like,
but you out. You out.
I'm like, yo, I'm out of here, bro.
Yo, see, that's the shit. Not to, I know we're gonna be heading out soon, but on another subject, man, this is the shit that bro. If you're gonna be out there drinking like that, you're gonna be intoxicated like that, bro. Do you think it's smart to have a gun with you? Like, you're not in the most. Clearly, he wasn't in his clear mind.
Because he just took
out you a gun, like if he's passing you a fork or something, you know what I'm saying? Like, what if God forbid, what if that gun went off by accident, shoots you, shoots
at least
him?
It was holstered. It was holstered.
It was holstered. So he had. So he was an old school player. He had that motherfucker like in a leather holster.
Yeah. It wasn't a big ass gun, bro. Like it was like a little tiny gun, but it was holstered, and he had it in his pocket, like holstered in his pocket. I'm like,
that's crazy. But yeah, listen, man, if you're out there drinking, man, I wouldn't recommend bringing a gun with you, man, because again, your mind, your judgment is not clearly always there. So and shit can go south pretty quick, and not intentionally. But yeah,
for sure.
So guys, let us know if you guys want to hear some mob stories from Jose.
I got his number, man. I can. Hey, we can bring him on. We can start, talking some shit. We'll see where it goes.
For sure. But yeah, let us know what you guys want to hear. We're going to continue to keep the off season. Again, like you said, Jose, draft less than 30 days away. Everybody's hopes are high. Everybody is, I'm the next Washington. Until we fall flat on our ass. And next thing you know, we're on a 10-game losing streak.
Yeah, shit. Oh, shit.
Yeah.
But anyways, baby. All right, y'all. Hey, please comment, like, subscribe. Any ideas for the show before during the off season? We just trying to, drop something on a weekly. Definitely NFL. We're gonna be dropping our tickets. We're gonna be obviously all the news, our betting slips, our touchdown, anytime parlays, like all the crazy shit that we did last year. So yeah, tap in. Let us know. With that being said, I'm out. Rick.
We out, guys. Thank you for tuning in. Take care.
Yes, sir.